Today on ELN Morning.
System switch. Police Chief Joe Lemire joins us live to show how the university's newest security system is keeping you safe.
Protecting the planet. Tomorrow is Earth Day, but ELN is having a conservation celebration all week long.
And setting the stage. ELN's largest dance organization is warming up for their spring dance concert this weekend.
Today, April 21st, 2022.
This is ELN Morning. Good Thursday morning, everyone. I'm Caitlin Rundle, in for Baylor Rodman.
And I'm Anne-Marie Bonner, in for Ashlyn Deloe. Thanks for waking up with us.
ELN University has switched its emergency campus safety program to a cheaper option, Rave Mobile. The new program condenses what the LiveSafe app and e-alert system did before, saving $2,500 in the process. All
students, faculty, and staff were automatically added to the new system. They can choose to update the information or opt out. Over 95% of campus is signed up under Rave Mobile, but if you're one of the few that haven't, or you want to know how it works, Campus Police Chief Joe Lemire is here with answers.
Chief Lemire, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It's good to be here to talk about it.
So to start, how do I or another student get in touch with campus security through this new program?
So everyone is added to the system for purposes of their email and text message if they have their cell phone in the system. But you actually have to download the Rave Guardian app in order to use that part of the system. And once you do that, you attach yourself to ELN University, and then you would have these options within the app of ways to contact. So looking at the call directory, we as a police department have added these different police departments, so you always have at your fingertips a way to contact different departments. We have campus resources, so making Title IX reports, Title IX, violence response, bias incidents are all available at people's fingertips. And then more importantly, the chat function and the 911 or call campus police are ways to contact services if you need them.
Now, if I do want to make a report, does that have to be, do I have to attach my name to that, or can I do that anonymously as well?
So you can do it anonymously. So in the chat function, if you see at the top, you can go anonymous. Your screen will turn gray. That'll let you know that when you contact the police department that none of your profile information is going to go. Now, obviously, for us to serve people the best, we would want someone to add that information. So if we sent a test message, which I'm sending to dispatch right now, it'll go over to our dispatch center. And as you would see on a map, as soon as it would go through, you would see that that test message went to the dispatch center. You'll get a reply from dispatch, an automatic reply saying this isn't an emergency type of system. We get to it when we can. Phone calls would take priority. And that would be then on the map, your GPS location would show up, your profile information would show up, and that type of information that we would be able to serve you then.
Sure.
But if you go anonymous, that part of it would not show up.
And I mean, how much of our information do you guys have on your end through this system?
So like every other app, it's really the end user makes a decision how much they're going to supply. So your email and your name is automatically in the system, but you would provide your cell phone number, you would provide a profile picture if you choose, you would provide emergency contact information. In mine, I provided vehicle information. And then at the end, we even have a section for medical information. So if you contacted us and you wanted emergency services to know that you had an allergy of some kind or a medical condition, where if you couldn't talk or chat, we could get somebody to you, you can add that, but it's not a mandatory thing to send. So it's really up to the end user to add as much or as little as they would want to.
Now, I know there's also a feature on the app, the safety timer, right? Can you just explain what that is and how we would use that?
So the safety timer is, if you go into it, oh, it's not going to work for me right now. Oh, there we go. So friends and family or official guardian. The official guardian is actually our dispatch center. Friends and family come from your contact list, and you choose them. If you choose us, we're not really aware that you're using the safety timer until it expires. If you choose friends and family, your friends and family would know. They could see your GPS location, the direction you're walking. So if you said, I'm in the Shar parking lot and I have to walk over to the Colonnades, it's going to take me 10 minutes, I set the timer, but somebody sees you heading in a different direction, your friend could check on you.
Okay.
At the end of the expire, you can add minutes, you could subtract minutes, or you could call police. Or at the end it expires, your friend gets about a minute to check on your welfare, and after that 1 minute, then we're notified. So we're only notified if your app expires and another minute goes by, and then we would check on you.
Yeah. That's great. Well, thank you so much for kind of explaining this app to us. I know it's a little new, so that was really great. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And to read more about Rave Mobile, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And following the long weekend travel, COVID-19 cases are down again this week at ELN. The university reports 23 active cases on campus, which compares to 42 cases reported late last week.
But other college campuses across the country are seeing an increase in their COVID-19 cases and are reinstating their mask mandates as a result.
Now, there's no word on if ELN will follow, but some students say they wouldn't be against wearing masks again.
I think that would be actually a perfectly great idea. I don't think they should have gotten rid of it at all, and I would 100% support that decision if ELN decided to bring the mask mandate back.
I think for the student health, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I think in the least, I think they should have some sort of mandatory testing.
If they did put it back in, I don't feel like there'd be like a huge uproar, people not liking it.
I feel like that'd be really disappointing to the students because they've gotten our hopes up that we'll have a normal college experience now. So to bring that back would be taking a step backwards.
But if, ELN's administration did see that cases were way up and specifically on campus and in this region, then I'd probably be more likely to support that. Yeah.
ELN's university physician was unavailable for immediate comment, but we will continue to follow the story on our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And coming up, 2 of ELN's a cappella groups are back on stage this weekend, and each group has a special reason for their performance. What that is ahead.
Stay tuned as I will have your Thanks 5-Day forecast after the break.
What do we do?
You may not be able to plan ahead for a ghost encounter.
Under the dining table now!
But you can plan ahead for natural disasters. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts.
Maybe it's the apocalypse.
Know your evacuation routes and decide on a safe emergency meeting location.
Here? I know. What a big Orlando.
Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. So pass the Proton Pack to the next generation and visit ready.gov/plan to get started.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
Joining us now live for a look at this weekend's weather is our Mason Willett out under the oaks.
Mason, good morning to you.
Good morning, ELN. It's a little cold out right now, but this weekend is looking to be our warmest weekend of the year so far, with a lot of sun, with highs in the 80s and lows in the 50s. Monday is warm as well, with a high of 88 and a low of 57. Tuesday is looking to have a 60% chance of rain, with a high of 75 and a low of 47. It's looking like great weather out this weekend, so get outside with your friends and enjoy this weather. That's your 5-day forecast. Back to y'all in the studio.
Mason Willett live under the oaks this morning with the Phoenix 5-day forecast.
Thanks so much, Mason.
This week, it's time to get outside and soak up the sun. It's Earth Week. Here at ELN, the Office of Sustainability is partnering with various organizations on campus to bring awareness to our planet. Office of Sustainability intern and ELN junior, Alyssa Kapp, says it's important for students to understand what sustainability is.
So much that goes into sustainability, and that, even at ELN, I've taken a bunch of courses that are environmental economics and environmental policy, but beyond that, environmental justice issues. And I think a lot of people think sustainability, don't litter, but it's so much more than that.
Kapp says the events are targeted towards students. She says it's not that students don't care, it's that they don't have the information.
I hope that people go to these events and it'll pique their interest and help them to look into it more and maybe talk to their friends about it and start a conversation on campus and kind of change the way that the student body thinks about sustainability.
The next event is the annual Party for the Planet tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Global neighborhood. The event is set to feature free food, live entertainment, and a thrift store where students can trade their clothes for gently used ones.
Now, it's not just the Office of Sustainability that's advocating for the planet. Vital Signs is singing for the bees this weekend in an Earth Day benefit concert. ELN senior Logan Powers says the idea came from the group's colors, yellow and black, as well as one of their warm-up songs, Bumblebee Tuna. The money raised will be sent to a local bee farm, Haw Honey.
It's been really, really fun and meaningful for the last concert to just actually be raising money for people in North Carolina to support a small business and to help the bees, and because they're so important for our ecosystem, it's really nice.
The concert is set to be held tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Whitley Auditorium. Students can buy tickets in Mosley Center for $7 or at the door the night of for $10.
Just 24 hours after Vital Signs take the stage, Melanated Melodies will put on its first spring concert since the group was created. The concert's theme is unapologetic. The presidents say this is because they want to talk about darker subjects like anger and depression. ELN Jr. Nadia Lawyer says the group is ready to lead by example.
A lot of people don't really want to, Black people especially don't want to address their emotions. So I think one of the things that we were looking forward to was like being vulnerable with the audience and being able to show them like, hey, you know, it's okay to be, you know, emotive about what's going on and to feel how you want to feel.
The concert is set to be Saturday at 7:30 p.m. in Whitley Auditorium. Tickets are $6 in Mosley Center or $8 at the door.
And after the break, the men's golf team is on the road this weekend, and they're excited to take on its rivals. ELN Morning returns in 60 seconds.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker. New from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clarkshire athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
This upcoming weekend, the men's golf team will be traveling to St. Helena Island in South Carolina to tee off in the Colonial Athletic Association Championship Tournament. Freshman Matthew Doyle says the team is excited to compete against its conference rivals.
Obviously, this is hopefully just the start of our postseason. We've set goals from the beginning of the year, and that started with winning conference championship, so hopefully we can get the job done this week, but we've got some tough competition to beat.
The tournament will be held this Sunday the 24th through Tuesday the 26th.
And for the first time in 3 years, ELN DanceWorks, a student-run dance organization, will be taking the stage this weekend to perform in its annual spring showcase. DanceWorks treasurer and ELN sophomore Sophie David says she's excited to perform again this time in person and without masks.
I have a mask requirement, which is really nice. We get to kind of bring back performance faces. So I've been saying to my dancers this week, think about your face, because we haven't had to do that for a year. So it's definitely nice. It feels like a real performance.
There will be 4 performances throughout the weekend. All shows are set to take place in Yeager Recital Hall in the Center for the Arts and are free to attend.
See, I don't know about you, Anne-Marie, but I'm really excited that all of these performing arts shows are coming back and we're finally able to go see them in person and not in this virtual setting.
I agree. I love watching dance. I think it's great, and I will definitely have to check it out this weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
For all the news you need to know when we're not on the air, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And follow us on social media at ELN News Network.
Have a great weekend, ELN.